Hi guys, so I'm Ivan and Susan here from Vloggers on the Loose, and today we're in Perth City, the central CBD, and we're going to do a video on the prices of houses and units over here in Perth CBD. So we're just heading down Barrack Street here, and by the way, the median price for a house in the Perth City is 1.2 million Australian dollars, and for a unit or an apartment or condominium, whatever country you're from and whatever you call it, in your country it is 440,000 Australian dollars. That's the median price. So as you can see guys, it's a very wet, bleak, miserable day in Perth. Pretty cold also. There's a guy there with a t-shirt. He's pretty brave. So we're going to turn left over here, across the road, and go down Murray Street over here, because this apartment is in Murray Street. So I'll just give you guys a bit of an overview on the city. If you live in the city, you've got a couple of Woolworths stores in the city. You've also got one Coles store, which are supermarkets, Woolworths and Coles. You've got a Kmart. You've got Myer, David Jones. Myer and David Jones sell mainly clothing. You've got heaps of restaurants and taverns and cafes and all sorts of stuff. And for your major entertainment, you'll have to walk into Northbridge, which is a 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk from wherever you live in the city. And you've got all your restaurants and nightclubs and pubs and whatever have you in there. So just walking down Murray Street over here, it's this end of Murray Street doesn't look that busy. There's a few people there having lunch in the cafe. Hi guys, so we're just approaching the unit here, walking down Murray Street. There's a chemist warehouse over there. The unit's actually over there. It's a 1 by 1 by 1, which means it's a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and you get a car bay, 1 car bay. 46 square meters, guys. And it's right next to Miss Maud's over there, which is a restaurant also. And this unit's from 299,000 Australian dollars. So the car parking bay is a bit funny because it's one of those rack type bays, and there's a lot of conditions. So if you're interested, ask a lot of questions, because a lot of conditions with that car bay. You need a certain size car or small car so it fits on this rack and all sorts of stuff. So that there's the units, and that back part is part of the complex also. So it looks pretty good. Guys, we're actually going to go into this unit because there was a little sign out the front there. It says unit open. guys, we've just entered that apartment actually, and it was a different one to what I spoke about first off, because the other one wasn't actually open, but we saw the sign over there on the ground. The guy's gone now, and we thought we'd go up here. He was just about locking up, but all the lights are off and that. He let us in. He had to come down because it's a security building, so he had to come down, and we just saw a lot of residents walking in, and they all got their food and that from their lunch from all the cafes. So there's a lot of cafes around here, guys. So there's a car park right across the road there. Like I said, there's parking in this building, and that particular unit there was from 300, I think I said 345,000, from 345,000 Australian dollars. So it wasn't a bad looking unit. There's a bit of water damage in there, which he has acknowledged, and he's going to have it checked out. But it had a big balcony, pretty big balcony. I think he told me it was 16 square metre balcony. So this here is a very famous patisserie. It's called Miss Maud's, and they had the restaurant here. I don't know if it's still, no it's not, it's closed down, but it used to be an extremely popular and famous restaurant, Miss Maud's, and that one's closed down. She also had a hotel on top, and I think she might have sold that hotel off, I'm not sure. Anyway, we're still heading east along Murray Street here. I'm going to have a look at another. Well, we're not going into the apartment, but we might get lucky. There might be one open. Who knows? But this one that we're going to have a look at certainly said it wasn't open today. It's on Victoria Avenue, and there's a few schools and universities here. There's Curtin University over there, Curtin Graduate School of Business, and you've got a Mercedes College in the city also, and they're building another university called ECU. It's a Edith Cowan University, and here's another part of Curtin University here, Curtin Law School. That's pretty interesting. There's a lot of few unis here just down the road from that unit. We've only been walking for about 2 minutes now, so it's not far from the unit. So there's a hospital, Royal Perth Hospital's a 10-minute walk from that unit. So the hospital's not far at all. And these are all old heritage buildings along here, guys. They look quite nice. All these old style buildings. Now what this is, there's a bit of noise coming from it. I don't know if it's a restaurant. Could be another restaurant. I'll have a look. Oh, it's a dance studio. It's a dance studio, so not for me, guys. Okay, guys, there's a cathedral about a 10-minute walk from that unit. St. Mary's Cathedral, heritage listed. Beautiful, beautiful cathedral there, guys. And just next to it is Royal Perth Hospital. So if you need any medical care, you're close by. That unit's close by to everything. So apparently there's another unit that's open, or not open, but for sale on Victoria Avenue. So this is Victoria Avenue, but I can't see any units. I don't know if I got. We'll take a walk down there and check it out. So this here is another side of St. Mary's Cathedral, guys. What a beautiful cathedral that is. And then of course you've got Royal Perth Hospital next to it, and we're just zooming around here, and this is Victoria Avenue that we're walking down. There's a few residential, there's quite a few apartments in the city. Like I said, the median price for apartments is 440,000 Australian dollars. And there's another church over here called St. Joseph's.
Mercedes College.
Yeah. This is the old Mercedes College, I think. I think there's a newer part on the other side. So this is one of the schools in the city. Like I said, there's a few different schools in the city. And another 10-minute walk, there's a little bit on the cathedral over here. It's quite an old place. And there's the Mercure Hotel across the road there, guys. And they've got a happy hour happening over there between 5 and 6, so you can go there for a drink from your new apartment. Hey guys, that building there, that's one of the apartments that's for sale in there. And it's got secure undercover parking in there. It's a 1x1x1, which means 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom and 1 parking bay you get. And it's 52 square meters. It's on the 7th floor. And the price is in the mid to high 300,000s. That's Australian dollars, guys. That block of apartments is called Victoria Apartments. You can see that there. And it looks like a really, really nice building, to be honest. Looks like a real nice solid building, guys. So that one's not open, unfortunately, for us to have a look in. But there's a cafe downstairs I can see, or a restaurant. Now these apartments are situated on the corner of Victoria Avenue and St. George's Terrace. And you can see the Swan River through there, if the camera can pick that up. And St. George's Terrace is the business hub of Perth. It's actually Adelaide Terrace, sorry guys. We're at the set of lights here, and to the left is Adelaide Terrace. To the right over there is St. George's Terrace. So it's on the corner of Victoria Avenue and St. George's Terrace, I was correct. The cafe down there, it is open. It's an Indian restaurant actually. So that looks pretty cool. And St. George's Terrace, like I said, is the business street of Perth. Okay guys, so we just had lunch at Balti Indian cuisine restaurant. You can see it over there, because it actually poured down with rain. And we had to get out of the rain, and it was lunchtime. So we had lunch over there, and over here guys is a Perth convenience store. So it's a little store where you can buy groceries and stuff in there, and postcards they got in the window. That's all near that apartments, both apartments that we showed you. So we're walking down St. George's Terrace at the moment, and across the road there to your left is the Duxton Hotel, which is a four-star, I think it is, 4-star hotel. And for a cold, miserable winter's day in Perth, because it just rained again. It's clear, it's stopped now. for a cold, miserable winter day in Perth, there's quite a few people walking around and quite a few cars. Look at the limousine over there, guys. The old stretch limo. So someone's might be getting married, or some going to some sort of function or whatever. And yeah, it is very, very cold down the terrace, as we call it here in Perth, St George's Terrace in Perth, Western Australia. So guys, if you want to make Perth City your home, the CBD your home, this is what you'll see. All those the high-rise buildings over there. Not very tall, because Perth doesn't like tall buildings, so that's what you'll get. And of course you'll get the Swan River on your left-hand side. You can't see it, but it is there behind the buildings. And there's a beautiful glass building over there. It's the Chevron, the new Chevron Tower headquarters here in Perth. There it is there. And there's a few churches in the city of Perth. There's another church there, guys. This is St George's Cathedral. A beautiful old church, beautiful brickwork, the old lead light windows, as you can see. And like I said, for a wintry old day in Perth, there's quite a few people walking around. There's even a guy over there in front of us with shorts on. A couple of people with shorts on, actually. And they got the big puffer jackets on. So I don't really get that, because it is bloody cold. It's about, I would say it's about 16 degrees. There's Supreme's Court Gardens across there. There's a post, a few bars and stuff. This is estate buildings, guys. This has got a few restaurants in it and bars and all sorts of stuff in there. Famous Thai restaurant in there, also called Long Chin. So it's quite a nice building, this one, on the corner of Barrack Street and St George's Terrace. So there's also a few a lot of shops also, like Maya. There's a big department store. There's a Kmart in the city, which is also another department store. David Jones is here, also another big department store. So you won't have, if you lived in the city of Perth, in the actual central CBD, you won't have to travel out of it to do all your daily needs, because they are there's Long Chim over there. There are a lot of doctor surgeries in the city, dentists in the city, all sorts of, everything's here. You might pay a little bit more, because their rents are probably a little bit more over here, but that's what happens in the big smoke, guys. And also another thing with the units over here, or apartments in Perth, it's the strata fees. Be prepared to put away about 5,000 Australian dollars a year plus, because strata fees are very, very expensive, I've noticed, in Perth. And guys, the strata laws, unfortunately, are a mess. So we know, because we've had, just crossing the road here, guys, I have to look. We know about the strata laws because we've had an industrial unit ourselves. And yeah, it can get very, very messy. Here's another convenience store here, guys, 7-Eleven. We're down the, we're in the Hay Street Mall over here. And there is a Woolworths. There's David Jones over there, like I spoke about before. That there's a big department store, clothing, all sorts of things in there, crockery, cutlery. Like you can see, guys, everything's open here on a Saturday afternoon, or most things are open on a Saturday afternoon in Perth. Quite a few people around. And that Asian restaurant there was absolutely packed out. There's a nice little bakery over here. Baked cheese tart. Look at that, guys. That's what you can get yourselves if you live in the CBD of Perth. Median price of a unit in the city about 420,000 Australian dollars. I might have said something different before, 430, I'm not sure, but let's say about 420 Australian dollar, 420,000 Australian dollars. More another bakery, yeah? A few bakeries over here, guys. So if you've got a sweet tooth and you like city living, this might be a place for you. Restaurants are packed. It's all a buzz. Hey guys, there's even a currency exchange here in Perth, in the city. So you can see it, you saw that over there. And then we've got, we were on the Hay Street Mall before, and we're on the Murray Street Mall now, and you can see David Jones up ahead there. So David Jones comes from the Hay Street Mall straight through to the Murray Street Mall, and on your right hand side over there, there's a Woolworths supermarket over there. And there's a BWS in there also, which stands for beer, wine and spirits. So you can buy your liquor over there. So you've got, that's part of Woolworths, by the way, BWS. So you've got a Woolworths store there. And there's another one further down in the city. So there's two Woolworths stores and one Coles grocery store. So plenty of room or shops over here for your grocery needs and alcohol needs. This is the Murray Street Mall, by the way, guys. There's Maya over there, like I spoke about before. Also a very well-known department store in Australia. That's Maya. It sells clothing and all sorts of other stuff in there. Hi guys, as in any modern city, there's always good public transport, and ours is not too bad. That there's our train station over there, that's the underground one. And we've also got bus services everywhere, and in the city, in the middle of the city, there's a bus called the Cat Bus, that's all free. And so is the other buses riding around the city, that's all free. So any public transport in the actual city is free. So that'll save you a few dollars if you want to get around the city. So we're just walking across the overpass here, past the train station, and heading towards where we've parked our car in one of the underground or one of the parking areas, and that's all free also today for 3 hours in City of Perth car parks. Only City of Perth car parks. Free on a weekend for 3 hours. So we might just wind this up now, guys. We hope you enjoyed the video of living in the Perth city and the prices of the units and that, and apartments. And there's a lot of construction going up there, guys. You can see all the cranes, by the way. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.